Season 2025 sees the reintroduction of a brand we've not seen in the UK for just over a decade now, Elnagh from Italy. They're coming in with 4 low-profile coach builts under the Baron name. This is the 573, 7.5 meters long with twin single beds at the back. And it comes in at a bargain price of $69,995, which must be worth a further look. This may be a budget motorhome, but it doesn't stop it having GRP sides to the bodywork. There's a GRP skin underneath as well, which is a very good protective layer. And that's all backed by a 5-year bodywork warranty. The windows are flush fitting. The habitation door is one piece with 2 locking points. There's an opening sunroof to the overcab. And then there's a little budget signifier here. You only get steel wheels with plastic trim, no alloy wheel option. But what I do like about this motorhome is this massive garage at the back. Well, this is the garage, and I did tell you it was big. It's, well, bigger than big, it's massive. Large doors either side for easy access, so you'll get your bikes in, you'll get your barbecue in, your outdoor chairs, your tables, you name it. Just bear in mind there's a 225 kilograms payload limit, that's all. But and there's no shelves or anything like that. It's just one big storage area. What you do get is a main socket here. There's a warm air outlet as well. There's a dump valve for the freshwater tank, and there's this very handy light just inside the door here. It's a good garage. Peugeot's Boxer is like an old friend, really. It's been around for so long now, but it's a good, dependable base vehicle. What's new? The steering wheel has controls on it now, and then you've also got, for the first time ever, automatic transmission as an option. That adds a hefty £4,000 to the bottom line here. So that's going to be a decision you're going to have to make for yourselves. But I can tell you it's super smooth. It really does make the driving that much easier and far more relaxing. It's the 140 brake horsepower engine as standard. There are no other options. So progress is adequate and steady, but without being particularly sparkling. The rest of the cab, air conditioning is standard. Stereo system is going to be optional. There's traction control and ABS and hill descent control as well. Standard Peugeot seats with faux leather trim from Elnagh. So not all that much new to report, apart from the automatic transmission, of course. As I say, yeah, a reliable old friend. So this is what we'd call a continental lounge. It's got the bench seat here with the 2 seat belts for travel. It converts to a L-shaped settee for on-site use, and then there's a single inward-facing seat on the near side. Both cab seats swivel, and there's a good extension of floor space underneath here as well, so your legs aren't left dangling. The cab seats are a little bit higher than the rest of the seating here in the lounge. Windows on the offside, and of course on all the cab windows as well, and then you've got the bonus of the sunroof here, so lots of daylight comes in. You've got this fixed pedestal leg table which has lots of adjustment fore and aft, but there's no height adjustment. That's one area where costs have been saved. The Baron 573 is a full 4-berth, so you've got these 2 single beds at the back. They're both 2 meters long, so that's a good length, and they're both a generous width as well. If you want, you could make that into a double by filling in with cushions in between, but I think most people will want to leave this as 2 single beds because you've got the double bed that drops down over the lounge. Windows to either side, cassette blinds and fly screens, small roof light overhead for a bit of extra ventilation, storage across the back here, so that does actually prevent you from sitting upright in bed should you wish. But you do have reading lights on either side, and they both have USB ports. And there's also handy little sections of shelving in each corner, perfect for putting your glasses, glass of water, your book, etc. before you go to bed at night. Kitchen facilities are mid-van. Over on this side we have a 2-burner hob with a circular sink adjacent to it. There's a bit of worktop around both these appliances, but there's no worktop extension. Underneath the hob we have a Thetford duplex combined oven and grill, and then there's a good storage unit with shelving and a cutlery drawer under the sink and further locker underneath the oven. Up here there's a locker as well, and that also is shelved. And then there's a handy little chrome rack here. Single window, there's a splash panel which doesn't come down to worktop level. And then across the corridor, Thetford fridge with freezer and automatic energy selection. And that's got a gross volume of 142 litres, so no skimping there. And then moving back, we've got the shower on this side and the toilet room on this side with swivel bowl toilet and a hand basin. Before I go into detail on the details, I should mention the Adventure Pack. That's a collection of options worth in the region of £2,500, but that's what will bring you a stereo system for the cab, solar panel on the roof, reversing sensors, that sort of thing, plenty more. As it is, there's a good level of detail in here. The lighting is pretty good. These ceiling lights are all touch on, touch off. You've got ambient strip lighting in all the right places as well. There's a double USB socket here in the lounge, overhead lockers to the underside of the bed, and then there's storage in the seat bases as well. It's a Truma Combi 6 gas and electric heating and hot water system, and then there's a straightforward control panel here as well for your lighting, etc. In the door we've got a waste bin, and there's a good grab handle on the way in and a magazine pocket. And then up here we have a location for your TV. So there's a main socket, 12-volt socket as well, TV aerial and satellite system for if you want these sort of fittings added. So that's the Elnagh Baron 573. It's 7.5 meters long. It's got those twin single beds at the back. There's good living space. It's got a pretty good specification, especially when you consider that starting price is just $69,995.